Hello there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Austin, and today we're going to talk about how we deal with life's unexpected challenges, which are never ending and abundant all the time. And they suck. A lot. I actually did a poll on Instagram between this topic and the pros and cons of social media, sort of another idea. So many people voted, so thank you guys so much for participating. I really appreciate it. It helped me a lot focus my thoughts and my energy for this week's video. I do want to cover social media. It's something I think about a lot these days, but that will be in a future video. When I was little, I remember there was one moment where I looked at my mom and I said, "Mom, when I grow up and I get married, I'm not going to get divorced." My mom's response has stuck with me all these years, and I think it really touches on what this video is about, which is she looked at me and said, "Honey, nobody gets married with the intention of getting divorced." There's something about the simplicity of that response that just totally knocked me over and has kept me thinking that life contains setbacks, right? Like, things happen to us and there's simply nothing we can do to prepare ourselves for everything. What I really want to focus on is how we respond to tragedies, and sometimes this could mean just being let go from your job. Sometimes it can mean having a medical emergency you weren't expecting. Maybe you tripped and broke your wrist. These are the types of things that I think, depending on how you react to them, it can really change the impact that it has on your life. I think we need to find a balance between the people who are like me, who overanalyze and dwell on the problem and did I do something, or what did I do, how could I do this better, and so on and so forth. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the people who it almost seems like they just shrug it off to an unhealthy way. They don't think about it at all, and I think it comes down to maybe taking yourself too seriously and not taking yourself seriously enough. When I was researching a little bit for this video, I looked up a little bit of what is out there for people, what kind of resources are there to help you through hardships. When you search overcoming an obstacle or how to deal with unexpected events, the vast majority of things are religious, and that's great. I think that religion does offer a sort of framework for people to deal with serious problems that they face. But there's not a lot out there for people who don't find comfort in religion. I want to be more self-reliant when it comes to dealing with, I keep saying tragedy, and tragedy maybe is not the right word here. It's a little bit dramatic for the entire umbrella of things that I'm going for, but let's call it curveballs, setbacks. I believe our happiness is dependent upon our ability to love ourselves and accept ourselves despite the hurdles we face in life, despite feeling unwanted at times, and especially despite feeling bullied by the universe, because I think that is what it can feel like. God, the universe, other people, whatever it is that you feel is in your antagonist in any given moment, I think you have to separate yourself from it and try to contextualize something bad in the context of your entire life. And I feel like everything I'm saying is can be countered by just simply giving like a horrible situation, right? And that is true, and I'm not trying to minimize others' experiences. There are certainly people who have dealt with problems far beyond anything I could dream of. And in no way am I saying, well, just put a Band-Aid on it, just don't think about it. I think what I'm going for here is the way that I process things, giving you my perspective. It's not easy. The last point I really want to hit on today is being able to open up to the people around you, the people who love you, whether it's your family, your friends, your coworkers. If you're anything like me, then you definitely do not like to burden others with your problems, and if anything, you feel like they don't want to hear it anyway. But the reality is just the opposite. The way that you want to be there for the people that you care about and love is the same way that people who love you want to be there and take care of you when you're going through a tough time. As I mentioned in my last video, March for me was a pretty horrifying month in several ways, and the only thing that I can really look back and say that truly made me be able to start thinking positively and take control of fitness and health and all these things that I'm doing now to be productive and keep myself focused and on a good path was the people around me who wanted to listen, who just said, like, "What's going on, man?" There was a coworker of mine who must have noticed that I looked a little down. We don't really talk that much, and I was so overwhelmed one day with emotion when he came up to me and said, "Hey man, are you doing okay?" And it was so revolutionary in my mind because we don't have a strong friendship. But he still noticed that he took the time out of his day to ask, and he didn't need to do that. On that note, it is Sunday, April 15th. It is cold and raining or snowing, I don't know, here in Chicago. I'm ready for spring. Let's make it a good one.